Room 4 occupies the space that was once reserved for the older Cappella dei Priori, of which the windows, which were blocked with masonry for the constructions of the new chapel we have just visited, can still be seen. A tower is visible on the opposite side of the room. It originally stood outside the palazzo, but was later incorporated within the structure of the building. The room houses works by early 14th century painter, in particular Duccio di Boninsegna and Meo da Siena. This painting is all that remains of a much larger composite work, possibly a triptych or a polyptych, painted by the great artist Duccio di Boninsegna from Siena for the main altar of the Basilica of San Domenico in Perugia. No other pieces attributable to the same work are known. It dates to about 1305, during the late phase in the artist's career and at a crucial moment for the establishment of the Dominican order in Perugia. Indeed, in 1304, Pope Benedict XI stayed in the monastery in Perugia, where he suddenly died on the 7th of July. Duccio may have been commissioned to do the painting when the Pope was staying there, as were other important works, such as the chalice and paten of Benedict XI, on display in room 5 of this museum. The surviving panel of the work painted for the Basilica of San Domenico was the central one, more important than the others, depicting the Virgin and the Child. The image reflects old-fashioned taste, as is shown by the gold striation, chrysography, that run along the blue robe of the Virgin Mary. At the same time, there are new, more modern features, such as the gestures of the infant Jesus, who playfully clings onto Mary's veil, his expression focused on his mother, who, in her turn, looks at us, creating a powerful emotional involvement. As is almost always the case for images of the Virgin and Child in this period, the atmosphere is far from light-hearted. There is always a symbolic reminder of Jesus' destiny, his extreme sacrifice on the cross for the salvation of humanity. In this case, the detail that refers to the Passion is the long index finger of the Virgin, the result of an adjustment made while the work was being painted. The hand was initially depicted as closed, pointing to the crossed feet of the infant Jesus, the point where a nail would be fixed on the cross. An interesting detail reveals that Duccio was seeking to create the illusion of space during this period. The 6 angels in the upper part of the painting rest on the upper frame, as if it were a real element, and they look out from it as if it were a balcony.